Hi Clifford, my name is Patrice and I'll be your counselor for the next few weeks. Please have a seat and we'll get started.
Thanks.
So before we begin, I'd just like to let you know that our sessions will be taped for my personal records.
Will the recordings be available to other people?
All sessions and recordings are confidential, but I will advise you that it is by law that if it's deemed that you may harm yourself or others, the tapes will be viewed by police and other law officials.
Okay, I understand. The consent form did mention that. I just really want to change my behavior so that I don't hurt my wife anymore.
So what are some of the issues you'd like to address over the next few weeks?
I don't really know. Everything seems fine, but sometimes my wife just doesn't respect me and I feel like I'm being ignored.
So what are some of the emotions you experienced during these incidents?
Mainly anger and frustration, but I also feel misunderstood a lot of the time.
So what makes you feel ignored and misunderstood?
Well,
Okay, Clifford, so let's talk specifically about the last incident between you and your wife, Julie. Tell me about that.
Well, she's my wife, so obviously she should respect me, especially when we go out in public. But last week when we went to the bar, she was flirting with the bartender. She was talking to all these other men, so I had to control the situation. And I reminded her that her behavior was not acceptable. So I hit her.
So what about her behavior suggested that she was flirting with other men?
I could just tell. She shouldn't even be talking to them in the first place.
Okay, so what were some of the things going on in your mind while she was talking to them?
I was just thinking about her lack of respect for my position as her husband and her position as my wife. I felt that she didn't respect me and she wasn't paying attention to me the way she was paying attention to the other men.
So explain to me what you mean by position as a wife.
Well, she's married to me, so she shouldn't be flirting with those other guys anyways. So she's clearly not fulfilling her role properly.
So what you're saying is that you feel that your wife is not fulfilling her role and that you're being ignored by her?
Exactly.
Okay, so you previously mentioned that you love your wife and you want to stop your aggressive behavior towards her. Do you feel that you're ready for a change?
Yeah, but it's hard.
Of course it is. And it will take time and it will be challenging. But I think that you are ready for the change.
But how do I change?
There are so many ways, and I'm going to give you some possible techniques and solutions. I would like you to try them out the next time that you experience a similar incident with your wife. Does that sound like an exercise that you'd be able to do?
I think so. I'll give it a try.
Okay, wonderful. The next time you feel frustrated, ignored, or disrespected by your wife's behavior, I'd like you to try and take a breath calmly and approach her without aggressive physical contact. It would be then appropriate to let her know how it makes you feel when she talks to other men. Does this sound like a technique that could work for you?
I think so, yeah.
So this is session 10 with Clifford Mayo on November 14th. So Clifford, last time we spoke, you were given an alternative means of addressing the issues you're experiencing with your wife. How did that work for you?
It wasn't too bad. It helped me to really think before reacting.
I'm very glad to hear this. It's only been a few weeks and you are already making significant, positive, progressive change.
Thanks, but I still think I need some more help. Are there any other alternative techniques I can use?
I completely understand. Some techniques are better for some and for others. Let's look at possible solution-focused therapy techniques.
Okay.
So tell me, what is your desired situation and how will you know if you've achieved it?
Well, I want to be able to talk to my wife about what's bothering me without using physical force.
That is a great goal. And what would you say is better from the last time we met in terms of your behavior?
Well, I still do feel really angry and really agitated sometimes, but I'm not reacting as quickly as I used to, and it gives me more time to think before doing anything that could possibly hurt my wife, so I guess that's good.
Wow, it's only been a few weeks and you've already made such great progress. That's amazing. What are some other things that have worked in the past that you could continue to use now?
Well, in the past I played a lot of sports and took up boxing as a way to release tension.
So what you're saying is that you felt better in the past after taking part in sports activities, and that this would help you decrease feelings of anger? It seems as though you made some great improvements thus far and even have previous techniques and skills that you could use in your current situation. Congratulations! Continue to use these skills and you will be well on your way to your desired situation sooner than later. Until next time, I'd like you to continue to apply the behavior homework that I gave you last time, because that seems to have helped you quite a bit. Our session is December 12th, so we will look at your progress again at that time. Thanks for coming, Clifford.
Thanks so much, Patrice.